In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Redmi Note 15 5G from Xiaomi. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. We have the brand new Redmi Note 15 5G from Xiaomi. This device retails for about $200 give or take. There are a couple different versions. There's a global version and of course a Chinese version depending on which one you're going to be buying. On this device, as far as the specifications go, we have 256 gigabytes of internal storage and 8 gigabytes of RAM. We go from 6 gigabytes all the way up to 12 gigabytes of RAM depending on what version you guys would like. And of course we either get 256 gigabytes of internal storage to half a terabyte. So we do have a 512 gigabyte version. We have the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 processor inside of here, so lower end mid-range device, 5500 milliamp battery, 45 watt charging on this device with a 45 watt charger inside of the box. Beautiful to see that. We have an AMOLED display capable of 120 Hz and a peak nit brightness of 3200 nits. Also Android 15 out of the box with 4 major operating system updates, and we have some more goodies inside of here really quick. So let's go and unbox this and see what this is about. Let's go ahead and take this top off right here. Of course, we have our little booklet right here. There's a lot of stuff in there, so we got to go deeper into that in a second. On the top, we have our phone right here. As you guys can see, a massive 5500 milliamp battery, high durability glass, IP65 dust and water resistance, 108 megapixel super clear camera, Snapdragon 6 Gen 3, and of course that full HD AMOLED display, 6.77 inches, quite a large display in here. Let's go ahead and put that to the side though. And when we go a little bit further to the bottom right here, we do get a 45 watt charger inside of here, and of course we have our USB Type-C to Type-C data cable in here as well. Again, amazing to see it in 2026. Xiaomi did not disappoint. They actually put a charger inside of the box. Also, as you guys know with Xiaomi, they are the gift that keeps on giving. Inside of here, of course, we have our SIM ejector tool. Under that, we have some more goodies. First and foremost, we have some paperwork, which is basically our startup and our safety guide right here. And last but not least, look at that. They give us a silicone case inside of the box. Amazing to see it. Absolutely love it. We get protection straight away out of the box. One of the cool things Xiaomi does. And of course, we have the phone right here. We have a few different colors for this phone. This one is going to be called Purple Mist. They do have Blue Glacier and they have black as well. Now, as you guys can see, we have a dual camera setup right here. That third camera is not actually a real lens, but the first lens we get on here is of course the 108 megapixel wide angle lens, and of course the 8 megapixel ultra wide lens, and of course we get an LED flash. This is HDR compatible and this does come with panorama. We can shoot up to 4K at 30 frames per second or 1080p at 30 frames per second as well. But yeah, absolutely love this color. Very, very sexy color on here. And I do have the Pro Plus that I'm going to take a look at later on this week, so definitely stay tuned for that. Right side of this phone, however, we do have our power button, and just above that we have our volume up and down rocker, and top of the phone it looks like we have an IR blaster to go ahead and use this as a TV remote, which is great to see. But we do of course have our noise canceling mic. We have another speaker at the top of this device and the headset as well, so it's great that we do have stereo speakers on here. Left side we have absolutely nothing, and bottom of the phone we have a SIM tray. To the right of that, a noise canceling mic, and to the right of that we have a USB Type-C port, and to the right of that we have another speaker. And of course our front facing camera is going to be a 20 megapixel wide angle camera capable of shooting at 1080p at 30 frames per second on here. Alright everyone, so booting up this phone, we do have an in-display fingerprint sensor that is quite fast and accurate, and this does look pretty nice for a couple $100, honestly. This looks very, very solid. As you guys know, right out the gate, we're using Hyper OS 2 right now on this device. I did do the latest updates on this device currently, so we're going to be getting the latest and greatest stuff that's inside this device. We have tons of bloatware on here though. As you guys can see, we have word scenarios, word blast, tile fun, TikTok and stuff like that. You guys can absolutely uninstall all of these applications, they don't have to stay on your phone. Also, if you guys want to see your notifications, swipe down from the left side. And if you guys want to see your quick toggle menu, swipe down from the right side. And on that quick toggle menu, we can obviously see that we have our Wi-Fi, our mobile data, we have our screencast right there, our brightness, which again, 3200 nits peak brightness is absolutely insane on here. Crazy stuff. We have our Google Home, we have Bluetooth, we have airplane mode, our ringer, we have a flashlight on here, we have battery saver, native screenshot right there. And we can actually go ahead and edit and add a few more system toggles in here if you guys would like to do that as well. We have ultra battery lifesaver, we have D&D, Dolby Atmos, and a bunch of other cool stuff right here like Google Wallet and Me Remote. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and customize that to your liking when you do get this phone. And if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. But this is how Hyper OS looks. It is very smooth. Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 is doing quite well on here so far. But now first and foremost, getting into the camera on this device, of course we have photo. We can shoot with that 108 megapixel lens on here with the Ultra HD over here. We have video, able to shoot up to 4K at 30 frames per second. Of course, we have a regular portrait mode on here, and we have pro mode on here as well. So we have all those options that we can go ahead and use. I do want to take a little quick basic photo on here. I did notice we had a pretty solid shutter speed on here as well, especially for a couple $100. We get some really good colors, decent clarity, and of course there's going to be artificial intelligence inside if you're to upscale the photos. Most phones use it nowadays, especially in this price range, so it's not the end of the world. Photo still looks clear, still has good color, looks very solid so far. We'll go deeper into the camera and the full review of this phone. Of course, Xiaomi has themes and wallpapers and all that type of stuff that you guys can add. The big thing I notice about this device so far has to be this curved display. It does feel really solid. I do miss curved displays on phones. I think the only thing that we have in the US that has one currently for like a newer phone is the Motorola Edge. So I do like that on here. Also, it's nice to see on a like $200, $210 phone to see that AMOLED display on here. The display looks really good on here. Very solid. Also 120 hertz. Very quick right here. Not really going to have any issues with that. I do want to go ahead and take a look at the speakers on this device, and I want to go ahead and take a look at a 4K video to see how that looks. But so far, pretty impressive stuff right here. Everything looks pretty solid for the $200 price tag. All right, everyone, so we're going to test out the speakers on this device right now. We have NCS booted up right here. Let's go ahead and play this and see how this sounds. Alright everyone, so as far as the speakers go on this device, considering this is a $200 handset, this is about average, honestly. This is what you're going to get on the Galaxy A17 5G. It's not anything groundbreaking. It's not anything that's going to be super impressive for this price tag. I would say it's about average, so it's nothing really to write home about. We do have a little bit of tin. It doesn't sound too full, honestly. It's just about average. It's about average for the price tag for sure. And last but not least, we have a 4K video right here we're going to go ahead and test out. So let's go ahead and see how this looks. All right, everyone, so really nothing more to say about this display. For the $200 price tag, this is essentially the best display I've seen at this price range. Amazing colors, viewing angles are great. They're perfect. We have some great contrast. Looks very balanced, very nice, very clear. You're going to have a very good time watching YouTube videos, watching Netflix and stuff like that. Great display all around. Also, this is how this case looks on the Redmi Note 15 5G. It honestly fits very well. Everything's clicky and tactile right here. Really nice that they gave us this inside the box. Beautiful to see it. But yeah, this was the Redmi Note 15 5G. Again, huge shout out to Xiaomi for sending this out for review. I really enjoy this device so far, honestly. I don't think it's anything super groundbreaking, but for the $200 plus price tag on here, I'm not sure. It goes from $200 to $230 from what I've seen online. This is a solid phone. This is a very, very solid phone. It offers some good stuff. We have a good 5,500 milliamp battery inside of here, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 45 watt wired charging on here. The color looks good. The build quality feels nice. We have that curved display on here. 3200 nit peak brightness display on here, which is pretty insane. We have a Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 inside of here as well. We have 4 years of operating system updates and Android 15 out of the box. I really don't have anything to complain about so far. I feel like this is a very, very solid price tag on this phone, and I feel like it's pretty fair as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Again, hopefully you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. That's been Stefan from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.